What's up, everybody? We are back for another NASCAR weekend, and this weekend we are in the state of Georgia in Hot Atlanta, just south of Hot Atlanta in Hampton, Georgia, at the Echo Park Speedway, no formerly known as the Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Super Speedway. But we are here for a great weekend tonight. This weekend, all three series are in action this weekend. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, the rain holds off. But let's see how it goes. So let's get into it. It's the Echo Park Speedway weekend for the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series, and the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Let's get into it. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series coming off a huge race at Daytona with Chandler Smith winning the race at that last second. So we are here now in Atlanta at the Echo Park Speedway, and we're looking forward to a great race here. The Freight 208 will be run on Saturday afternoon as a doubleheader with the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series weekend here in Atlanta. And it's going to run 135 laps. That's 207.9 miles on a 1.54-mile quad oval track, known for its high banks and super speedway style dancing and drafting and all that good stuff. But it's going to happen this Saturday afternoon. The stages are going to be 40, 40, and 55 laps. Of course, it's the track formerly known as the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Facility features 28-degree banking in the turns and creating intense pack style racing, just like the super speedways we just come from in Daytona. We'll see if they can run three wide here. Now, the key storylines for this weekend for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is that Kyle Busch is returning in that number 7 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet, and it's first of his 8 scheduled races in that 7 Spire truck as he did last year. We'll see Rowdy back in the track here. Now remember, he has won here as well. So looking to maybe have another Rowdy win. We'll see how it goes. Cup Series, Corey champion last year, or Craftsman Truck Series champion last year. Corey Heim makes his first start of the 2026 season in that number 1 Tricon Garage Toyota. So that'll be weird to see old Corey Heim back in the Craftsman Truck Series. We'll see if he can take one away from the regulars. And then the Cup Series regulars in this race here this weekend. You got Ricky Stenhouse is going to be in that 45, Ty Dillon in the 25, and Carson Hocevar doing back-to-back weeks in the Truck Series. And Ram, after its 13-year hiatus, Ram returns the second race back from its top 10 finish at Daytona. So we'll see how Ram does here at this Echo Park Speedway. So we talked about Kyle Busch. We talked about Corey Heim. Ty Dillon's going to be with Colic Racing in that number 25 Ram. Ricky Stenhouse is going to be riding with Nice Motorsports in that 45 Chevrolet. And then also Adam Andretti will be in that number 5 Tricon Garage Toyota. So that should be interesting. And we're going to have a good race here. And we'll see how it goes if Corey Heim can steal one away from these regulars. But it should be a great race. NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series kicked off their inaugural season with a great race at Daytona with Austin Hill winning, but they're now back for their second race of the 2026 NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and it's scheduled for Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. It is the Bennett Transportation 250, Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250, as it's 163 laps, 251.02 miles here at Hampton, Georgia, Echo Park Speedway. Now, Austin Hill is the overwhelming favorite already because he's the defending race winner and he's won 5 of the last 7 races at this track. And of course, he won last week dominance at Daytona. Now, Justin Allgaier and Carson Quaffle driving for Junior Motorsports, and the Arby's car will be making its debut with Junior Motorsports. We'll take a look at that here in just a little bit, but hopefully maybe that could break the stranglehold of RCR on these drafting tracks. Also, Raj Caruth will be in that 88 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports after in his new ride after he finished 10th last week, a career high at Daytona. Also, Ross Chastain will be doing double duty and Cody Ware as well, but Ross Chastain will be driving for Jordan Anderson Racing. Now, could Nick Sanchez, now not longer with Big Machine Record Racing, but with AM Racing, could he win here as he won here last fall when I was at the track? But there is no practice on at all for this race. There will be qualifying on Friday if it gets in due to the rain, but we'll see how it goes on Saturday evening. Hopefully, they can get it in. The weather doesn't look too good for this race, but we'll see what happens. NASCAR Cup Series coming off a great Daytona 500 at the Daytona National Speedway. Looking for another great race here in Atlanta. It's the AutoTrader 400. It's for Sunday afternoon. 400 miles, 260 laps. Now, Christopher Bell, who won the 2025 spring race with a dramatic last lap pass, could it happen again here? We've seen it happen before. 3 wide, lots of times here. Now Chase Elliott won here in the fall race, and he enters with significant momentum as the series best average finish here at Atlanta, 11.36 at this racetrack, and also is the recent winner of the Super Speedway here last fall. Now Denny Hamlin, who did not do well here last fall, aims to improve on his consistent top 10 performance at this track, but the last fall race was not so much. I blame it all on the Hawaiian rolls. Now, Tyler Reddick's victory, the Daytona 500, man, oh man, what a crazy sight to see. Oh, Reddick there on that last second pass on Chase Elliott. But let's see if 2311 can continue their dominance. Ty Gibbs led a lot of laps here last spring race, so we'll see what he can do. Where was the fall race? Ty Gibbs, let's see what he can do. And Tyler Reddick or Bubba Wallace, we'll see. Or Riley Herbst, he looked pretty good toward the end there drafting. We'll see what happens. Could RFK and Penske make some noise here? Now, bad Brad Keselowski led 46 laps here in the fall. Logano was on the pole. And then the spring race, Logano led majority of the race. So Ford looks like they're pretty good here too. So it should be interesting. Who will win? I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned on Sunday afternoon. Hopefully the weather will clear out and we'll definitely get this one in, but we'll see. All right, so you know all about the information of the races. Now you need to know about the paint schemes, and we're going to show you those right now. Here are the paint schemes for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series. When I come back, I'll give you some of my favorite paint schemes of the week. We will go over some betting odds on the drivers and get your early betting odds. So you can put those early bets in, and my picks for the week. So here are the paint schemes, and let's go. Hope you like those paint schemes like we do every week here on our channel. Every Friday, we will drop a paint scheme and race weekend preview to get you ready for the weekends with us. So make sure you have your notification bells on and you look for those previews every Friday here on our channel. And also, if you become a member, you get early access to those vlogs. Any vlog we put out, you get early access for Pro and MVP members. So become a member today. All right, so here are my top NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series paint schemes, and we're going to start with Ty Dillon driving that number 25 Ram. I like the Ram paint schemes, but Ty Dillon in there on the Truck Series this weekend. Daniel Hemrick will drive that number 19 Napa Auto Care Chevrolet. I love the Napa look. Justin Haley will drive that number 16 Ram truck Ram. And I like that one too for the Ram truck. Notice you see a trend here with the Rams here. Butterbean Queen will drive the number 12 Cummins Ram. I like the paint schemes of the Rams. And then old Rowdy in that Kyle Busch will drive that number 7 HendricksCars.com Chevrolet truck for Rowdy Busch. And then Corey Heim, welcome back to the Craftsman Truck Series, Corey Heim. We've missed you. And that number 1 Robin Hood Toyota. All right, so here is my favorite paint schemes for the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series. Austin Green will drive that number 87 Peterson Racing Chevrolet. Then Ross Chastain will drive the number 32 Protect Your Melons Chevrolet. Good to see old Ross in the Protect Your Melons. And then Carson Quaffle. Gotta love the Arby's. Arby's now with Junior Motorsports back in the number 1 Arby's Chevrolet debut there. And then Sheldon Creed. Gotta love the Stars and Stripes for the number 00 Road Ranger Chevrolet. Not a Ford. Remember, we'll see maybe he can win here in a Chevrolet. He looked pretty good until the wreck happened last week. Now, here's my favorite NASCAR Cup Series paint schemes. SVG will drive that number 97 Red Bull Chevrolet. Love the Red Bull. Connor Zilich will drive the 88 Tootsie Chevrolet. Isn't it funny that he can't even get into one of the Tootsies after hours on Broadway or in Panama City? He's not 21. And then Cole Custer will drive that number 41. Excuse me, Cole Custard will drive that Haas Andes Frozen Custard Chevrolet. We'll see what he can do this weekend, but he's got the ice cream. You can't come in right now. We're eating ice cream. Shout out to Robert Duvall passing away the day of the Daytona 500, by the way. Great in the Days of Thunder movie. You can't come in right now. We're eating ice cream. And then Zane Smith will, oh, there it is, the 38 Aaron's Dream Machine rent to own Ford. He is there. Zane Smith. Look for Zane Smith in this race. I have a feeling. Willie B might be some better luck than he did last week at Daytona in that 24 Raptor Chevrolet. And then Kyle Larson with that number 5 Valvoline Chevrolet. Love the look of this Valvoline Chevrolet. Probably the best that I've ever seen. And then Ross Chastain with the paint scheme of the week, the number 1 Wendy's Chevrolet. Yes, sir. That is my favorite paint scheme of the week. All right, so here are some betting odds now. Let's get into the betting odds. All right, here are my early betting odds on DraftKings.com. We're going to start here with the Freight 208 here in Atlanta for Saturday afternoon. And here are some of the early betting odds. Kyle Busch at plus 225, Corey Heim at plus 750, Carson Hocevar at plus 750, and then it falls off. Caden Honeycutt 1400, Chandler Smith, last week's winner and points leader, Chandler Smith at 1400, Ricky Stenhouse at 1500, Ty Majeski in that 88 Menards Ford. He's at 1600. Lane Riggs, he looked really good last week. Stuff happened to him. 1600 for him. John Hunter Nemechek at plus 1600. He's in this race too as well. Grant Infinger plus 1600. Christian Eckes at plus 1600. Justin Haley at plus 1700. So there's some of the Stuart Friesen down here at plus 5500. Butterbean Queen at plus 8000. Man, oh man. So there, and then Timothy Terrell at plus 20,000, and Adam Andretti in a Ram, there he is in plus 20,000. So it falls off pretty quick, yeah. But your favorites there: Kyle Busch, Corey Heim, and Carson Hocevar. So, all right, now I will pick my pick here. It's hard not to take Rowdy in that 7 Spire truck. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Corey Heim in that 01 Tricon, but it's not. Could it be one of his old trucks? That'll be interesting if he's racing one of his old trucks. But give me Kyle Busch. Give me Rowdy at plus 225. He won here before. We'll see if he can win it again. And then my dark horse here, give me Ty Majeski plus 1600. Uh, Take that Menards to the front. Majeski plus 1600 is my dark horse for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on Saturday afternoon for the Freight 208 here. Here are the early betting odds for the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250 Saturday evening in Atlanta at the Echo Park Speedway. And of course, you know Austin Hill is going to be at the top at plus 225. Jesse Love, his partner, at 285. Justin Allgaier plus 900. And then it falls off. Carson Quaffle at plus 1400. Sheldon Creed at plus 1400. Sammy Smith at 1400. Taylor Gray at 1800. Ross Chastain in that 32. Jordan Anderson racing, he's at plus 1800. Raj Caruth in that 88 hot rod for Junior Motorsports is at 2200. Hometown boy Brandon Jones, he's got it plus 2800. Little G at plus 3000. Ryan Sieg looked pretty good last week until some stuff happened to him, plus 3000. Swalwich at plus 3500. Nick Sanchez, the fall winner here at plus 4,500. So kind of easy to pick this one. Austin Hill probably is going to be on the pole because if the qualifying is going to get rained out, I'm giving me Austin Hill all the way. Unless Jesse Love spins him, I think Austin Hill is going to win it. Maybe Jesse Love will win. Learn from the pit crew chief. Will learn from last week. Pit when everybody else pits and get those tires, not be on old tires at the end of the race. And then my dark horse, give me Raj Caruth. Give me the 88 plus 2200. Raj Caruth is my dark horse for the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250. And then Sunday afternoon's race at the Echo Park Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series, the AutoTrader 400 here at the Echo Park Speedway. And here are some of the early betting odds for this one. It is Ryan Blaney on top at plus 900. Chase Elliott, last fall's winner, plus 900. Logano at plus 1,000. Larson at plus 1,200. Willie B at plus 1,400. Christopher Bell at 1,400. Last spring race winner. Austin Cindric at 1,400. Kyle Busch at plus 1,500. Bad Brad Keselowski at plus 1,500. Denny Hamlin at plus 1,600. Carson Hocevar, 1,800. Tyler Reddick, last week's winner at the 500 plus 2,000. Briscoe at 2,000. See some of the other folks down here. Stenhouse at plus 3,500. Josh Berry at plus 4,000. So Connor Zillich at plus 4,500. That Jones boy at plus 5,500. So early betting odds here look pretty good. But let's do my picks here now for the AutoTrader 400 on Sunday. Give me William Byron. Willie B, so used to winning the 500 to kick off the season. Give me Willie B as the winner. Plus 1,400. Give me William Byron for the win. Plus 1,400. And then my dark horse, give me Brad Keselowski at plus 1,500. I know those are kind of crazy, but give me Brad Keselowski as my dark horse. He almost won this race in the fall, and a last pass by Chase Elliott there. So give me Willie B for a bounce back win, and Brad Keselowski as my dark horse. All right, y'all. So you know all the information you need to know about these races this weekend. You know the paint schemes, you know the early betting odds, you know my favorite paint schemes, you know my picks. All you need to know is when we're streaming. And this weekend, we're going to try to stream as much as we can, but Mother Nature might prevent most of it. But we'll see how it goes. But stay tuned. Make sure your notification bells are on so you know when we do go live. There's supposed to be qualifying on Friday for the trucks and the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series races. And then Saturday is going to be qualifying for the NASCAR Cup Series plus the truck race and the NASCAR O'Reilly's Auto Parts race. And then also the Cup Series race will be on Sunday, but this all could change because of the rain. So stay tuned to us. We'll keep you informed as much as we can. We'll have those notifications out just in case anything does change. But we look forward to seeing the streams. We thank you for hitting. Make sure you comment in the comments below as well. We love to know who you are going to take for the win tonight. Who's your favorite paint schemes of the week, and who you think's going to win? So definitely, we'll can't wait to see you guys in the streams, and looking forward to another huge weekend. Last weekend was humongous. Last week was big for the channel. So looking forward to seeing you guys. We'll see you very soon. Hopefully tonight. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also comment below. Comment below and type the video. It's very important. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. We're at the Echo Park Speedway. We're in Hot Atlanta. Looking forward to a great race weekend. Let's go.